Hi students, let's look at this question here which was taken from the year 2022 paper 2 question 8. I think this question is on normal distribution. So let's look at the first part. The independent random variable x and y are such that x is this and y is this. Write down an expression for the distribution for the random variable ax minus by. I think this is pretty okay because we know that ex, the expectation of x is just p, and then the variance of x is just q squared, right? Similarly, expectation of y is just s, and variance of y is just t squared. So if we want to find the expectation of ax minus by, these are two independent random variables. That will be aex minus bey. So this is quite a standard question. That will be ap minus bs. Okay, for the variance, which is slightly trickier, remember to square the multiple in front of the random variable. So this will be variance x plus minus b square variance y. Okay, so can you calculate, just write this down, just manipulation, a square p square plus b square t square. So hence ax minus bx by will be a normal distribution with a mean of AP minus BS and variance of A squared Q squared plus B squared T squared. Great. Let's look at B. The random variable V has a normal distribution with standard deviation of 2. Okay, so the probability of V larger 8 is equal to the probability of V less than 4. Draw and sketch the distribution of Y, including the main features of the curve. I think this is pretty okay also. So I'm going to just let V be the normal distribution with a mean of mu. And because we were told that the standard deviation is 2, so I'll put 2 square. Now the main thing is that when you draw this out, you have to know that we were given that the probability of V bigger than 8 is equals to the probability of V less than 4. So meaning to say, when you draw this thing out, this over here 4 and this over here 8, because it has to be symmetrical. Okay, it has to be symmetrical. So in other words, the center, the mean, so by observation, by the properties of by symmetry, we know that mu is just 8 plus 4 divided by 2. Just the mean point is 6. Okay, what is more interesting is that this is one standard deviation, which is 2. One standard deviation, which is 2. Okay, now the reason why we like to use standard deviation is because we see one standard deviation from the mean, we roughly know at what percentage of the population will fall within 4 and 8. Okay, so that's the reason why it's sort of like important, I would say. But we know V normal distribution would then be this is 6 mu, which is 2 square. Okay, this is how I will sketch it. Okay, so then for part, this is part 1 obviously. So part 2 is that on your sketch sheet, the area represent PV more than 10. So we know that 10 will be roughly be here. So this get okay. So I shaded this region because, so I will use another color here. So this is PV more than 10. State its value. We could, there are two ways method. You need to space out equally. So this is 2 units, then another 2 units is right here. This is 10. So I'm going to space it out equally. So this is 2 standard deviation away from the mean. So this is 10. This is PV more than 10. Okay. So I'm going to just put PV more than 10, which is just key in calculator. Here will be distribution, normal CDF. What I'm going to put is 10. Power upper is 10 to power 99. Then in this case here, mu will just be 6 and sigma is 2. Okay, K in you'll be 0.02275. Some notes will be, just take note that you could also write also the standard curve. So note that this is the same as the standard curve, where the probability will be the standard curve, where this you can just write CDF, then you put lower 2 and upper is infinity. This is 0, 1 for standard curve. Then the probability will be the same as what we key in just now. Okay, so just take note, if you want to use standard curve, you could do that. So it's 2 above 2 standard deviation. Right, now then we look at C. C will be essentially random variable W. W is binomial and 8p. We are given that the mean W is 1.2 times the variance of W. I think this is pretty okay. The mean of the expectation of the random variable is binomial, just NP. Then this will be 1.2 NP1 minus P. So I think this is just we could just cancel this out. The 8. Okay. Then this is a quadratic equation that we can just solve this. So of course this is 6 over 5 P 1 minus P P. Okay, obviously try not to cancel the P. Actually we could cancel the P out because P may not be 0, so we just could cancel it out. So note that P is not equal to 0, so I could just cancel it out. Then that will be 1 equals to 6 over 5 1 minus P. Just rearrange and find this P here. So done. So we found that hence W will just be binomial 8, 1 over 6, and we want to find PW less than 2. That will be PW at most 1. Just key in calculator for binomial CDF, and what we get is 8. The P value is 1 over 6, and X will be at most 1. Paste it. 0.604. 0.604. 67. This is 0.605 3SF. Okay, so that's how we do this question here proficiently. If you have any questions at all, please do let us know, and I'll see you in the next question.